Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. Finds his back in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing angle routes, especially against man coverage. You know you've got your running back one-on-one with that linebacker, and that's a play your running back should win every time.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. On the option. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Dawkins. And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Handoff from the gun. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Getting set for first down. Here's the handoff. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Going with the counter play here. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, running back on the move. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
They go to the ground. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's a really good stop on the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
Handoff to the single running back. And he get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Get set, get set.
They'll go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target, and as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Johnson. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Air Force. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Back to throw, it's Kendricks. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
At the 40, there he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10.
Flex. Jackrabbit. Yankee blue.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Razor.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
He'll ride his man on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. To the air. It's Kendricks. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Georgia Tech, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dances away to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll try to get the first through the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going to take off. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll open the second half with a run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes his connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's gone. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Panthers are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
The ball pops out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Quarterback checking off. Back to pass. It's Kendricks. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Third and goal from way back there. To the air, it's Kendricks. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He's got the ball, and it's live. Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Liberty. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Fighting off the defender. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Singleton. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anything.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed a spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
The kickoff team is out there, and their #1 job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Powers through the defender. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Pitt, 35. Georgia Tech, 28.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw for it. Throwing right. It's complete. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of the receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Red pass, it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, even when you're right, you're wrong. Defensively, you had a good play call on. You took away all the throwing options. You got some initial pressure on the quarterback. You're losing late in the game. You just need a play to get off the field. But because of this guy's athleticism and speed, you just don't have the answer. And now your back is up against the wall.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller.